You are dead. Take a second to process that. You are lying cold on a stone slab, the sounds of the living fading away. If you lived in ancient Egypt, this moment is not the end of your story. The failure of your body is the start of the most dangerous journey you will ever take. Surviving what comes next requires extreme preparation. Both your physical remains and your spirit need to be reinforced, or you will not last the first hour of the transition. Back in the physical world, specialized priests are already at work. Your physical body has to be stabilized because it acts as a permanent anchor for your wandering soul. This requires 70 days of chemical treatment and wrapping. The goal is to create a mummified vessel that will defy decay for thousands of years. Your internal organs are surgically removed and sealed inside 4 separate jars. Your brain is extracted through your nasal cavity using a long metal hook. But the most important tool your family provides is this. It is a personalized copy of the Book of the Dead, a massive collection of spells, maps, and passwords written specifically for your soul. Your preserved body keeps you tethered to existence, but this scroll is the map you use to navigate the trials ahead. Without these specific incantations, the underworld is designed to consume every soul that enters its borders. You leave the physical world and cross into the Duat. You are now standing in a vast, sprawling subterranean cavern system. The geography here is rigid. The underworld is strictly divided into 12 separate regions, corresponding to the 12 hours of the night. You have to travel through every single one. The terrain itself is lethal. Your path takes you directly past rivers made of pure fire and massive lakes of boiling water. You reach gates guarded by demonic entities, and passing them requires speaking their exact secret names. This is where your scroll becomes vital. Printed right next to the illustrations are the specific passwords you need to bypass them unharmed. The Duat was not a waiting room. It was a gauntlet designed to test your preparation long before you ever reached the final judgment. Finally, the environment shifts. The chaos falls away into a heavy stillness. You have arrived at the Hall of Ma'at. You are now officially on trial. 42 gods sit in judgment, watching in complete silence. You must stand before them and deliver the negative confessions, reciting a specific list of the crimes you did not commit during your life. But your words are only a formality. The jackal-headed god Anubis approaches and extracts your heart from your chest. To the judges, your physical heart is the unforgeable ledger of every action you ever took. This diagram illustrates the core mechanism of the trial. Anubis places your heart on a golden scale and weighs it against a single white feather, the feather of Ma'at, representing truth itself. Waiting directly beneath the scales is Amet. She is a composite creature, part crocodile, lion, and hippopotamus. She is the executioner of the underworld. If your heart is heavy with guilt, the scales tip. Amet consumes your heart instantly. You are not sent to a place of torment. You simply cease to exist. Everything you were is permanently erased from reality. Surviving the afterlife depended on the weight of your actions. If the scales did not balance perfectly, your journey ended in the jaws of Amet. But if the scales balance, the darkness breaks. You step through a final doorway into perfect sunlight. Welcome to Aru, the field of reeds. The Egyptians envisioned paradise as a replica of the life they already lived along the Nile, complete with fertile land, harvests, and work they enjoyed. Here, your youth is restored. You're reunited with lost family members. Osiris presides over this realm as the welcoming lord of an eternal harvest. Because paradise was a continuation of a good life, spending decades constructing tombs and paying for magical preservation was a logical strategy. They weren't obsessed with death, they were protecting their future. These monuments are the physical remnants of their ancient strategy. The entire society operated around the certainty that death was a traversable doorway, which leaves us with one question. If your own heart was dropped onto the scales against the feather of truth right now, do you think you would pass? Let us know in the comments.